All right, in this video, I'll be showing you some really basic sweep techniques in order to create this mug here, this coffee mug or hot chocolate mug for BYU students. You'll notice that the main portion of the mug is actually created with a revolve, so this will be a nice little review on how to use revolves, as well as, rather the handle is made using sweep. And so that's the main part we want to focus on today, so we won't go too in depth with the revolve. It's super simple either way. Notice here it says that the handle is intentionally not defined. Let you just play around whatever shape you want for this handle. I'll show you one technique, but you can do whatever you'd like. So let's go over to SOLIDWORKS, and we need a sketch for our revolve, and we'll be sketching just this portion here. I believe it was mentioned in the revolve tutorials that whenever you have a cross section, that should clue you in that you're probably going to do a revolve. So just go ahead and sketch that cross section here on this this plane, either plane, whatever one you want. All right, we've got our fully defined sketch here. That shouldn't have been too difficult for you. We don't need to put in any sort of axis, any sort of construction line here to revolve around, because we do have this entity of the sketch on our axis of rotation, so we're good there. We can very easily just open up the revolve feature and just select that particular sketch entity right there. And there you go, we've got our revolve. So hopefully that was a good little review for revolves for you. Now we're going to work on the handle, which shouldn't be too difficult, but it's a good introduction on how to do sweeps. If you remember from the basic videos, sweeps, you need a profile and a path. And so first we'll sketch the profile, and then, first we'll sketch the path and then we'll sketch the profile. We'll sketch it directly on here, and we'll just use a simple spline. You can do whatever you'd like. If you want to do arcs or whatever, I'm just going to use this spline because it should work out and give kind of a nice shape there. Now we'll go ahead and exit that sketch, and now we need a profile. The profile doesn't necessarily have to be on the path. It would make the most sense for it to be on the path in this case, and so I'm actually going to put a plane along here that I can sketch on. And so this is a good little review. If you need some help putting planes in different locations, go ahead and watch the video in Lab 5. But for this one, it's not too difficult. If you just open up your reference geometry for a plane, and you select, this is a nice thing about the spline, is that there's going to be a point somewhere. And so you can just select any point. Maybe you have multiple on your spline, whatever you like. And then if you select the actual spline itself, what it does is it puts a plane through that point normal to that spline right there. And so that's a fully defined plane. We're good to go. And then that's the plane we want to sketch our profile on. Okay. And again, this isn't defined in the drawing, so go ahead and do whatever shape you'd like. I want to do this ellipsis here and because I can very easily center it around here. And I think most mug handles actually do kind of have this general shape here. And so if you want to do an ellipsis, it's pretty easy to define them. The center is right on that point, so that's already defined. You just make these horizontal. The other two are already vertical. And then just define the width. And let's make it 0.375, and then we'll make this one, looks about right, so let's just go on 0.125. Okay, and now we're good. Now we've got our profile and our path, and we can do our sweep. Okay, and so in order to do that, we need to open up our sweep tool or feature, okay, or swap to boss/base. And in some previous videos, we were doing a circular profile. For this one, we want to do the sketch profile because I have this sketch. If you want to do a circular profile, be my guest. But because we've done this sketch, we're going to use it as our profile. The nice thing here, you can kind of see this is for your profile, this is for your path. And so if I was here, I'd be selecting the path. But because this is already highlighted, I need to select my profile, come down here, select my path. Okay. Now you'll notice we're not quite done. Obviously that wouldn't quite do it for a handle on a mug like this. So there are a few things we need to change. One thing that's nice, if you sketch your profile in the middle of your path, then this option pops up. You can actually choose which way you want to sweep. Do you want to go this way? Do you want to go the other way? Or do you want to do both? Okay, if I would have sketched my profile right at the end of the path, I wouldn't have that option. It would just go from the beginning to the end. But since I did it in the middle, I can do both sides. So make sure you select that. And then we're almost good. We do have a little bit of an issue here. Notice how it's intersecting, but not quite intersecting down there. And so this will actually work. If I hit the check mark here, it will work, but it kind of looks sloppy. And so what I can do is come in here, let's edit it. If I come under options, if you select align with end faces, it will kind of push that back all the way. Here, let me get the right view going here so you can see what's happening. Okay, so this is before and this is after you select that. All it does is it just projects the end of this sketch and projects it along the path until it's all intersected with the part. Okay, and so that's what we want. And there you go. You got yourself a mug. Go ahead and play around with the path and the profile. You can edit these sketches and make them really whatever shape you want. Within reason. Again, we did see in the basic videos that there are some things that will cause a sweep to fail, depending on radii and things like that. But I hope that was helpful.